major love reading for you, Pisces. The Lover's card, the Tower card, Strength, the Chariot, and Death card. There's something massive happening in the world of your relationships right now. I can't wait to get into this reading. So the first card that came through was Strength card, also with the Magician. So something that you've been taking into your own hands. I guess it looks like all the blessings and all the abundance that's been happening for you, Pisces. Venus is in Pisces with Neptune and Jupiter. Mars is there too now. We're having a stellium. So this is just added benefits in the Pisces part of your chart. This is the Jupiter in Pisces chart. It talks about abundance, of pleasure, of satisfaction. So satisfaction within the relationship, very much in the direction it's going, but it's you, Pisces, that seems to be taking this relationship somewhere to the next level. We're going to have to clear up these cards because there's so many, but the Death card indicates that there has been a huge rebirth in this relationship. There had to have been a real cleaning out and sweeping of any, maybe it even felt like karmic debris or something even, something deep, something that needed to be transformed into light energy. And the Magician card is what looks like that to me, like bringing things to the light, having things emerge, but also like a lot of cleansing and purging and things like that. The Tower, okay, so there does seem to be like more of a dramatic shift in the relationship coming through. We're going to have to clear it up because it seems like it's happening. All of this is unfolding rapidly. At the bottom of the deck, I got the Queen of Rods, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Meanwhile, this is very sweet, very innocent, and almost like, I don't know, there's just like a sentimental, nostalgic feeling about these cards. With the Queen of Rods, we see something maturing with time and taking on like different strengths in the relationship. So I guess you're being seen as some sort of a strength in the relationship right now. Okay, let's start clearing these cards up. So if this resonates with you, I'm going to pull cards and do an extended reading based on the person you're dealing with. They're so far coming through as the Seven of Pentacles. I will go a lot deeper in their reading. That will be linked below in the description box. But what I'm seeing for them is that they're waiting on something. They're at this kind of like crossroads at this time where it's this uneasy feeling between the precipice of change, like in a sense knowing something is happening but still having the doubts, and sometimes like maybe letting doubts overcome. The Strength card. Okay, so you're coming through with this really confident and positive energy. Strength card, like you're asserting yourself. It's not super dominant, but I mean, you could watch out for that, Pisces. Just overpowering, like over dominating. The Queen of Pentacles. For the most part, it's quite lovely, and it's like helping the relationship thrive. I think your honesty and like your directness and just telling the person what it is that you want and expect, and leading by example. Leading is a good word with the Strength card, like embodying, like the embodiment, the Queen of Pentacles, that earthy energy. So embodying spirit, embodying assertiveness, and just a good way to, a good example to follow, I'm sensing. And you know what, they may be kind of sensing if this is like, if you have a lot of Leo energy, or if they're a Leo or anything like that, they're sensing kind of I don't know, maybe they feel like they can maybe dump some things on you. You could have to be careful with that. The Magician card, dump some of their anxieties or troubles. Maybe you're more than willing to hold space, which is great, but just either way, just be aware. The Magician card, okay. So you have some serious willpower now. Devil card, if you're dealing with anything perhaps toxic in your life, with the Ten of Swords that you know shouldn't be there anymore, you have some serious willpower and determination around that area of life. But what else coming through in this relationship? Maybe it's something within the relationship that's toxic or enabling. Five of Wands. You have kind of got a control of, it seems, the direction of things right now. In charge of like managing positivity, expectations, optimism, more expansive ideas and ways of thinking in the relationship. Oh, whose is this? Is that yours? That's the second time now when I've been reading in the park that a ball has come for me. That one at least was soft and inflatable. Last, when I was doing the Scorpio reading, this big heavy ball came down. I thought it was a dog belting towards me. So let's see, the Lovers card. Okay, so the Lovers card is very positive, obviously, to see in a love reading. And it seems to be the most conscious thing in your reading. It seems like you're pushing it over the edge for the other person just to get that faith. King of Pentacles, that sense of stability and strength and like endurance, right? Because you see all that very clearly, Pisces. You see this going the distance, you see this lasting, you see what this is really made of and things like that. And the person you're dealing with is just having a crisis of faith, perhaps. The Death card. So what has been swept out as old and unnecessary, and what's kind of coming through in the rebirth? Okay, so you're well aware, High Priestess and the Nine of Swords, of the anxieties that exist in the relationship, the fears, the insecurities, and I'm talking about both people. I'm sensing even the person you're dealing with coming up here. You're all well aware of that. And you don't even feel like you need to do much about it right now. That doesn't necessarily seem to be what's swept out. What was Death card? Okay, I mean, maybe recognizing the Eight of Swords before you get to the Nine of Swords. Like maybe seeing things right away, right off the bat, that you know are fears. They can not really be dwelled on. They don't really exist. Offering new perspectives to the person you're with, like helping each other see a different solution, different pathway emerging forward. So I guess like just clearing out and saying goodbye to a lot of limiting beliefs about this relationship and realizing you're so much more than your doubts. And it does seem like that's been around where the rebirth has come through, like realizing it's more than whatever your doubts are saying to you, or both of you. The Nine of Cups. And these are the blessings that have been coming through Jupiter in Pisces, expanding possibilities around like the limitlessness of love. The Four of Cups and the Pisces card, the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. Again with the Two of Cups. Okay, biting off more than I can chew here. But the Four of Cups with the Nine of Cups, it took you a minute to realize this. It took you like you were in some sort of a haze, disillusioned, fed up, and you weren't really realizing what was so possible for you, like what could have been the growth in this relationship, like why that came up, like that was an emotional issue, sure, and you didn't know if you even had the effort to even kind of go there and bring it up or deal with it or address it. But it seems like the timing has been right for that on some level, and it's brought you to a higher understanding of each other, maybe more increased intimacy. That would be especially true if you're a Leo rising watching this video. There's a Jupiter, all this Pisces energy is happening in your 8th house of intimacy. But also Virgo rising too would be coming through. There's a lot of other, I guess, things, but that's what's jumping out at me. So the Sun card and the Knight of Rods suggest some sort of an excursion, adventure, a trip. There could be some stress about the trip and the working outs of it. Yeah, I am indicating some sort of a getaway or escape, or just sort of there's some stress or anxieties about the working out, about plans that are in place and like what you're going to do and logistics and things like that. But overall I see some sort of a break or escape, and even if it's not a trip that you take, it seems like it's something that brings you into an alignment with this person. And even like the Knight of Rods is a lot about plans, but more so the planning and the execution. It's like, seems like you're both on board with that, but with all the planning, it seems like there's like planning for future happiness, things like that. It's nice energy coming through. But the Tower card, interesting. Be prepared for some sort of a shake-up. Let's see what the nature of this is. And the Tower is nothing to fear. Some of the most positive changes happen with the Tower. The Ten of Wands. Well, this one is going to be a test of endurance, I guess. We do have the eclipse cycle coming through at the moment, which is beginning officially on the 30th of April, but we're in eclipse season right now in that portal and window. And the amazing things about eclipses from an astrological point of view is while individual transits will just happen to us on an individual basis based on our birth chart, different times, all of those things, eclipses happen worldwide on the same days. So that will be affecting every person on this planet's, I guess, energy and a part of their chart. So be expecting change in events around the 30th to the May 16th. If it isn't change, watch out for just catalysts around that. Events, people that you meet, things that you hear. Perhaps in 6 months' time, at the next series of eclipses, they will have more significance as to how you got there. But the nature of the change in the relationship seems to be, again, more about testing of this, the endurance of this relationship. They're coming through. We'll look at them deeper in the extended, which I'll link below, with the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. They're going to try and communicate something to you. It looks like it's going to be received well overall. You'll understand. You'll see some sense of maybe just them being more needy, or kind of like, I don't know, you may feel like you have to like nurture them more, or some sort of a sense like that. Could be a bit of babying, but I don't know. The Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Rods just talks to me about, we'll have to look at it in the extended, but more of a communication breakthrough coming from them. Seems optimistic. As the reading continues with the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot, it does seem like you are ready to, I like this version of the Ten of Pentacles. It shows an alliance between two people rather than not necessarily, it's often with the family unit. But I do see, yeah, love that, High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. You're aware of something breaking through. We have the 10 energy here being like the culmination of a cycle, and there has been a lot of endurance, as we see with the 10 of Wands, all of these 10 energies, but that means something else is about to be renewed, restored. High Priestess tells me you have a good idea where this is going, Pisces. Maybe you always do, but the good thing about that is all these tens of energies coming through with that deep cleansing death card of those fears and limitations and doubts. That's really kind of what you just needed to push through, maybe finally, to get to the end of a cycle, to start going. Chariot journey, Temperance card, full steam ahead really with the Eight of Wands. Again, I'm seeing like a road trip or some sort of a traveling by car, by train, somewhere that you get around. Like that's nice. I see that being nice, and like taking things to the next level. But overall, the Temperance card and the Chariot, that looks to me like, Pisces, you guys are ascending on the next part of your journey. There's a lot that's not coming with you guys, but you feel a lot lighter as a result of that. Thank you for watching, and I'll link the extended down below, and I'll also link your just general April forecast. I do general readings too. If you're watching on YouTube, that is. Thank you, and consider subscribing.